The dumbest piece of equipment at the gym. I can just see everybody right now. Like as they click on, they're already thinking, what is he gonna say? What is it? Oh, this is my least favorite thing at the gym. It's probably that. And this is gonna surprise many people. Now, this is just a personal pet peeve, and I don't understand them. But let's just look around this gym. Let's look at what it could be, right? I mean, we got loads of kettlebells. Yeah, do I use kettlebells that often? Not really, but you know, are they the dumbest thing ever? No. We got hand weights. I like those, right? Good for punching with, good for shoulder conditioning. We got the ladder over there where we can do our footwork stuff. Fantastic. We got the wall bag, this guy here. I like these. I think they're really good for knees. They're really good for uppercuts. And I'm just a big fan. Big fan. Ring. The ring. Obviously, that's not a waste. You need one of those if you're going to be competing in it. We got the kick shields over there. Fantastic piece of equipment. There's just so many things at the gym. And in particular, the one that I'm going to share with you is very common. Pretty much every gym has one. You might even have one at home. But before we get to that, I want to let everybody know that Strike Ready Movement has now wrapped up. 5-week course, 3 live calls. We've concluded it. That means now that anybody who missed out can grab it. There's a link down below. We focus on footwork, range, and balance. And the special right now, $99. And you can improve the fundamentals of your overall game. Now let's talk about this pet peeve of mine, this piece of equipment that I hate. One of these water bags? No, it's actually not one of these. I'm actually a big fan of these. Don't kick one of them. First time I ever saw it, I went up and I blasted a roundhouse kick with it. Oh, that hurt. But these are actually really fun. We're talking about this bag right here. Why do I not like this bag? And what is my big problem with them? Well, very first thing, this is not an overly soft bag, but when I come to the gym, I'm never gonna hit these. I'm always gonna hit this one. But still, this one is not the most soft thing ever. But it's too soft. Like, you can see my hand kind of squishing and how easy I can just push it. Whereas this one, yeah, it's more like that. Now, why is a very soft bag something that people like hitting? Well, number one, it makes you look like you have so much power. Like I throw a low kick on this, just kind of decent power, and the whole thing moves. And the first time I ever saw a pretty famous fighter was Dan Severn. And he was fighting on a card in town here, and I saw him hitting the bag. I was like, whoa, because he was hitting it, and it was boom, boom, this bag was getting shifted. And a couple days later, I'm like, oh, I'm gonna go and hit that bag. It was a new one that was at the gym. Somebody had donated it, and I got on. I was doing the same thing, because it was so light. So the light bags, first of all, it's not the same thing as hitting a person. Like when do you throw a roundhouse kick and the person just kind of does that? No, you want to have something that you're hitting that's kind of like thud, thud, right? You hit them and they stand their ground. But even more so, so many people are so ridiculous with the conditioning of their legs. Like, oh, I'm gonna roll. I'm gonna take a rolling pin and get my shins, or I'm gonna hammer my shins. I have all these crazy methods. Stop hitting a soft bag and hit a bag that has some substance. A soft bag to me pretty much equates to a pad holder who doesn't push back at all. If I hold for the jab cross hook like this, and you're hitting them and they're just getting flopped around, then it feels like you're always hitting something that has no real impact, no real give. You hit a good bag, it's kind of like boom, it bounces off, boom. The same way that when you hit somebody, assuming they don't roll with the shot well, that's what it's like. These soft bags, they're shifting and shifting and shifting. Feels awful. I don't think it's as applicable as a hard bag for proper training, preparing for a proper opponent who's going to stand their ground in front of you. And it's just something that I'll avoid, like the plague. No soft bags for me. All right, I've been at this gym, Victoria Martial Arts, so many times, and I never hit these bags, right? Now, a soft bag can often just be stuffed more to make it harder, but yeah, I mean, any of these ones over here, take a look at these guys. These ones have some power, right? You hit them, there's no give. I can push into them. That's what we want. We want these solid ones. So if you have one of those awful bags at home and you're like, oh yeah, I feel really powerful hitting it, maybe it's time to do away with that and throw some more stuffing in there, make it extra hard, and I think you're gonna have a lot more fun with that bag. I think a soft bag is the biggest waste of time.